Solve 3 Cbse class 10 science model question for 2023 and 2024. So now first main MCQ. So here first question that they have asked is identify the product which represent the solid state in the above reaction. Barium chloride, barium sulfate, sodium chloride or sodium sulfate. So the correct answer for this is barium chloride is the correct product which represent the solid state in the above given reaction. Next, second question. The color of the solution absorbed after 30 minutes of placing zinc metal to copper sulfate solution is option A blue, option C colorless, option B colorless, option C dirty green, option D reddish brown. So the correct answer is option B colorless. Third question. Mild non-corrosive basic salt is CaOH2, NaCl, NaOH or D NaHCO3. So the correct answer is option D NaHCO3. Next, fourth question. On adding dilute sulfuric acid to a test tube containing a metal X, a colorless gas is produced where a burning matchstick is brought near it. Which of the following correct represents metal X? Option A sodium, option B sulfur, option C copper, and option D silver. So therefore the correct answer is option A sodium. Moving on to fifth question, which one of the following correctly represents sodium oxide? Option A Na plus. So option A, option B, option C, option D. Which one represents? So the correct answer is option B represents the sodium oxide. Moving on to sixth question. An element with atomic number dash will form a basic oxide 7 2, 5 17 2, 8, 7 14 2, 8, 4 11 2 11 2, 8, 1. So the element with atomic number 11 2, 8, 1 will form a basic oxide. Moving on to seventh question. An element M has 50% of its electron filled in the third shell. As in the second shell, the atomic number of M is option A 10, option B 12, option C 14, option D 18. So the correct answer is option C 14. Next, general food is broken and absorbed within the body of organisms. In which of the following organisms is eaten outside the body? Option A amoeba, option B mushroom, option C paramo- paramecium, option D lice. So the correct answer is option B mushroom. In ninth question, they have asked receptors are usually located in sense organs. Gustatory receptors are present in tongue, nose, eye, ear. So it is present in option A, tongue. A farmer wants to grow banana plants genetically similar enough to the plants already available in his field. Which one of the following methods would you suggest for this purpose? Option A regeneration, option B budding, option C vegetative propagation, option D sexual reproduction. So the correct answer is option C sexual reproduction. Next, 11th question. The height of the plant is regulated by option A DNA, which is directly influenced by growth hormone, option B genes, which is regulates the proteins directly, option C growth hormones under the influence of the enzymes coded by a gene, or option D growth hormones directly under the influence a gene. So the correct answer is option C growth hormones under the influence of the enzymes coded by a gene. Next, 12th question. A sportsman, after a long break of his routine exercise, suffered muscular cramps during a heavy exercise session. This happens due to lack of carbon dioxide and formation of pyruvate, presence of oxygen and formation of ethanol, or lack of oxygen and formation of lactic acid, lack of oxygen and formation of carbon dioxide. So this happens due to lack of carbon dioxide and formation of pyruvate. Next, certain question here they have asked. An object is placed in front of a convex mirror. Its image is formed at a distance equal to the object distance in front of the mirror, at twice the distance of the object in front of the mirror, or half the distance of the object in front of the mirror, behind the mirror, and its position varies according to the object distance. So, behind the mirror and its position varies according to the object's distance. Next, when light, next question. So, when light enters the atmosphere, it strikes on extremely fine particles which deflect the rays of light in all possible directions. This is due to reflection of light, atmospheric refraction, scattering of light, or dispersion of light. So, this is due to dispersion, scattering of light. A 15th question. In 1987, an arrangement was formulated by the United Nations Environment Programme UNEP to freeze the production of X to prevent depletion of Y. X and Y respectively referred here as or ozone, CFCs, CFCs rays UV, CFCs ozone, UV rays diatomic oxygen. So option C, CFCs ozone. Next 16th question. Which of the following feature relates to biodegradable substance? Option A, broken down by biological process, remain inert. Option C, persist in environment for long time. Or option D, may harm the ecosystem. So the correct answer is option A, broken down by biological processes. Next, 17th question here. Question 17 to 20 consist of two statements, assertion and reason. Answer these questions selecting the appropriate options given below. You have to select these options. Option A, B, C, D. A contains both A and B are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. A is true, R is false. A is false, R is true. So 17 question. Assertion is rusting of iron is endothermic in nature. Reason, as the reaction is slow, the release of heat is barely evident. So the correct answer is option D. Assertion is false, but reason is true. Next 18 question. Assertion probability of survival of an organism produced through sexual reproduction is more than that of organism produced through asexual mode. Reason is variations provide advantage to individuals for survival. The correct answer for this is option A. Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. 19th question. Assertion A. A compass needle is placed near a current carrying wire. The deflection of the compass needle decreases when the magnitude of the current in the wire is increased. Reason, the strength of the magnetic field at a point near the conductor increases on increasing the current. So option D is correct answer means assertion is false but reason is true. Next 20th question. An assertion is biodegradable substance result in the formation of compost and natural replenishment. The reason is it is due to the breakdown of complex inorganic substance into the simple organic substance. So option C is correct. Means A is true but R is false. Means assertion is true but the reason is false. Next, moving on to next, that is section B. Here question 21 to 26 are very short answer question, so you have to answer it in a very short forms. Okay, short answers. First question they have asked, 21st question, diluted HCl is a HCl is added to zinc granule. How will you provide that chemical change has taken place here? Support your response with two arguments. You have to write. So response with any of the given two arguments. So bubbles of gas or evolution of gases happens. Change in color, that is zinc will be silver gray to black, it will change, and also it will change in temperature. Okay. Next 22nd question, state the post fertilization changes that led to fruit formation in plants. So after fertilization, the zygote divides the several times. So, the zygote divide several times to form an embryo within the ovule. The The ovule develops a tough coat and is gradually converted into a seed. So the ovary grows rapidly and ripens to form a fruit. So the petals, sepals, stamen, style, and stigma may shrivel and fall off. So 2 marks each question, right? So half of marks for each point. 4 points you have to write. Next, 23rd question. What is the purpose of making urine in the human body? Name the organ that stores and releases the urine. So the filter or to filter out nitrogenous waste products like urea and uric acid from the blood in human, organ for storage is urinary bladder and organ that release is urethra. Our question what they have asked is why do arteries have thick and elastic walls whereas veins have valves? So the blood emerges from the heart under high pressure and flows through arteries. Hence, to bear this pressure, the arteries have thick and elastic walls, whereas the veins have valves to ensure that the blood flows in only one direction. So, one marks for each points explanation. You will get 2 marks. Next, 24th question. The refractive index of three media are given below. So medium A, B, C and refractive index is 1.6, 1.8 and 1.5. A ray of light is traveling from A to B and another ray is traveling from B to C. So A they have asked in which of the two cases the refractive ray bends towards the normal. Op- and B they have asked in which case does the speed of the light increases in the second medium. You have to give reason for your answer. So for question A, when light travels from a optically rarer medium to an optically denser medium, it moves towards the normal since NB is greater than NA. Hence, the light ray will bend towards the normal on passing from medium A to B. So 5 marks for half marks for telling and half marks for giving reason. Okay. Next is B question. So for that, the speed of the light will increase when the light travels from B to C. Since NC is less than NB and V is equal to C by N, the speed of the light ray will increase the second medium. Next, 25th question. A piece of wire of resistance R is cut into 3 equal parts. These parts are then connected in parallel. If the equivalent resistance of this parallel combination is R1, what is the value of ratio R1 is to R? So the resistance of each part is R by 3 ohms. So therefore 1 by R1 is equal to 3 by R plus 3 by R plus 3 by R, that is equal to 9 by R. So therefore R1 is equal to R by 9, that is equal to R1 by R equals 1 by 9. Next R question they have asked, you have to reference the image given below and you have to state how the magnetic field pattern indicates the regions where the magnetic field is stronger outside the magnet. What happens to the magnetic field when the current is in the circuit is reversed? So the magnetic field strength is more in the region where the field lines are crowded. So this means the field strength is maximum near the poles and it reduces as we go away from the poles. So the direction of magnetic field is also preserved. Next 26 question. Study a food chain given below and answer the questions that follow. A question they have asked, if the amount of energy available at the tropic level is 100 joules, then how much energy will be available at the producer level? Justify your answer. So the 10,000 joules will be the energy available in the producer level because only 10% of energy is available from the next, sorry, 1 lakh joules, sorry, because 10% of energy is available for next trophic level. Next, B question. It is possible to have two more trophic levels in this food chain just before the fourth trophic level. Justify your answer. No. Since the loss of energy at each step is so great that the very little usable energy will remain after fourth tropic level. So therefore, it is not possible to have two more tropic level in the food chain. Section C here, question number 27 to 23, a short answer questions here also, 3 marks for each question. 27th question they have asked, the given reaction shows one of the processes to extract the metal like iron and manganese. So MnO2 plus Al gives Mn plus Al2O3 plus heat. Okay, this is the formula chemical reaction. Then a question they have asked, give reason why the above reaction is known as a thermite reaction. So the above reaction is known as thermite reaction as the reaction is highly exothermic reaction, or you can also tell that the metal Mn by Fe obtained the Mn or Fe obtained will be molten or liquid state. Next, B1 here, identify the substance oxidized and reduced in the above reaction. So the substance oxidized is Al and reduced is MnO2. And give a reason why aluminum is preferably used in thermite reaction. So aluminum is preferably used in thermite reaction uh, because aluminum is, as it is placed above Fe and Mn in reactivity series of metals, or aluminum is more reactive than Fe or Mn, magnesium or iron. So therefore, next 28th question, an element M with a electronic configuration 283 combines separately with the ClSO4 minus 2 anions. Write the chemical formula of the compounds formed and predict with the suitable reasons the nature of the bond formed by element M in general, and how will the electrical conductivity of the compound formed vary with respect to M. So MCl3. So M in general forms ionic bond. So it can acquire a stable electronic configuration of neon 2 combined by losing its 3 valences electrons to form M3 plus cation. So compounds formed will conduct electricity in liquid molten state but not in solid state, in contrast to M. Or question they have asked, a reddish brown metal X when heated in air gives a black compound Y. When will which when heated in presence of H2 gas gives X back. X is refined by the process of electrolysis. The this refined form of X is used in electrical wiring. Identify X and Y and draw with well labeled diagram to represent the process of refining. So X it is copper and Y is CuO. So the diagram for representing the process of refining of X, you will get 3 marks. In this or question, in one question you can write. Next, 29th question. We are advised to take iodized salt in our diet by doctor. Justify its importance in our body. So iodine is essential for synthesis of thyroxine hormone. Thyroxine regulates carbohydrate, protein, and fat metabolism in the body. So thyroxine provide best balance for growth in the body. 30th question here they have asked, what is the probability of a girl or a boy being born in family? Justify your answer. So there are 50% chances that girl may be born and 50% chances boy may be born. It can be explained as a follows. So most human chromosomes have a maternal copy and paternal copy. So we have 22 such chromosomes. One pair of chromosome called sex chromosome is odd in not always being a perfect pair. Women have a perfect pair of sex chromosomes, both called XX, but men have a mismatched pair of sex chromosomes in which one is normal sized X chromosome while the other is short one called Y chromosome. So a child receives one chromosome from mother which is essentially X chromosome. A child who inherits a X chromosome from his father will be a girl, and a one who which receives a Y chromosome from him will be a boy. Next, the first question here, first question they asked, explain why refractive index of any material with respect to air is always greater. 1. So the refractive index of a medium with respect to air is given by speed of light in air by speed of light in the medium. Since speed of light in the medium is always less than the speed of light in the air, hence the above ratio is always greater than 1. And second question they have asked, in the figure below, a light ray travels from air into semicircular plastic block. Give a reason why the ray does not deviate at the semicircular boundary of a plastic block. So the ray of light is undergoing normal incidence at the air plastic block interface, and for normal incidence there is no deviation. And also complete the ray diagram of the above scenario when the light comes and comes out of the plastic block from the top flat end. So you have to draw the diagram. Next, here the second question. First question they asked, state the law that explains the heating effect of current with respect to measurable properties in an electric circuit. So first one is Joule's law of heating states that the heat dissipated across a resistor is directly proportional to a square of the current flowing through it, b the resistance of the conductor, c duration of flow of current. Next, second question, list out the factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. So resistance of conductor depends on the length of the conductor, the area of the cross section, and the natural nature of material and temperature of the conductor. Any two should fetch. You should write. So any two should be written. Then only you will get full marks. Okay. Next, 33rd question. Ananya respond to the question, why do electrical appliances with a metallic body are connected to the mains through a 3-pin plug, whereas an electric bulb can be connected with a 2-pin plug? First one, is her answer correct or incorrect? So Ananya's answer is wrong. Electrical appliances with metallic bodies need an earthing wire which provides a low resistance conducting path to the flow of current. In case there is an accidental leakage of current through the conducting body of the appliances. Second, what is the function of the fuse in a domestic circuit? An electric fuse is a safety device that operates to provide protection against the overflow of the current in an electrical circuit. An important components of an electrical fuse is a metallic wire or a strip that melts when excess current flows through it. Next here, section D. 3 questions they will ask, each question 5 marks. Okay. Here 3 questions. Section D, 34th question here they have asked. So A, Rehamath classified the reaction between methane and chlorine in presence of sunlight as a substitution reaction. Support Rehamath's view with suitable justification and illustrate the reaction with the help of a balanced chemical equation. So first, Rehamath observation is correct as hydrogen atoms are substituted by hetero atoms. So CH4 plus Cl2 gives CH3Cl plus HCl in presence of the sunlight, or and any other relevant equations in the chain reaction like 2NaCl plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus Cl2 plus H2. Our question they have asked, Raina, while doing certain reactions, observed that heating of substance X with vinegar like smell with vinegar like smell with a substance Y in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid on a water bath gives a sweet smelling liquid. Z having molecular formula C4H8O2 when heated with a caustic soda NaOH. Z gives back the sodium salt of and the compound Y. Identify X, Y, and Z. So here, our question they have asked. NaCl gives Na plus Cl minus. So 2Cl gives Cl2 plus 2E. H2O gives H plus OH minus. So 2H plus 2E gives H2. So therefore Na2 Na plus OH minus gives NaOH. Next, 35th question. Given below or certain situation, analyze and describe its possible impact on a person. A testes of a male boy or not able to descend into scrotum during his embryonic development. So a sperm formation will be adversely affected because it requires a lower temperature than the body temperature. B question. Vast difference of a man is plugged. Vast difference in is a passage for transfer of sperm, so sperms will not be transferred further. C. Prostate and seminal vesicles are not functional. When prostate and seminal vesicles are not functional, they will not add secretion of for nourishment and medium for the transport of sperms. And D. Egg is not fertilized in a human female. So when an egg is not fertilized in a human female, it lives for about 1 day. Then the thickened lining of the uterus breaks, leading to discharge of blood and mucus along with the unfertilized egg. This is called menstruation. Option A. Placenta does not attach to uterus optimally. So nutrition and oxygen will not be provided to the growing embryo, affecting its growth, which could have serious implications as well. Or question A question they asked: a doctor has advised Samir to reduce sugar intake in his diet and to regular exercise after checking his blood test report. Which disease do you think Samir is suffering from? Name the hormone responsible for the disease and the organ producing the hormone. So Samir is suffering from diabetes. Insulin is the disease, and the pancreas is producing the hormone. So B, which hormone is present in the areas of rapid cell division in a plant and which hormone inhibits the growth? So cytokinase is present and abscisic acid is present. 36th question. Here the above image shows the thin lens of focal length 5 meter. So what is the kind of lens shown in the above figure? It is convex lens. And if a real inverted image is to be formed by this lens of at a distance of 7 meter from the optical center, then show with the calculation where should the object be placed. Draw a nearby label diagram of the image formation mentioned in 2. So for second question, I 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. So the in case v is 7 meter and f is 5 meter, so 1 by 5 is equal to 1 by 7 minus 1 by u. So 1 by u is equal to 1 by 7 minus 1 by 5. That is equal to 5 minus 7 by 35. That is equal to minus 2 by 35. So therefore u is equal to minus 35 by 2. That is equal to minus 17.5 meter. So this is the diagram you have to write for third question. Okay. Or question they have asked. A 10 centimeter long pencil is placed 5 centimeter in the front of concave mirror having a radius of curvature of 40 centimeter. Determine the position of the image formed by this mirror. First question. So 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus plus 1 by u, where u is equal to minus 5 centimeter, f is equal to r by 2, that is equal to minus 20 centimeter. So therefore minus 1 by 20 is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by 5. So 1 by v is equal to minus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 5, that is equal to minus 1 plus 4 by 20, that is equal to 3 by 20. So therefore v is equal to 20 by 3, that is equal to 6.67 centimeter. The image is obtained at 6.67 behind the mirror. And second question, what is the size of the image? So m is equal to h2 by h1, that is equal to minus v by u, that is equal to 20 by 3 by 5, that is where it is equal to 4 by 3 is the size of the image. And draw an ray of diagram to show the formation of the image as mentioned in part 1. So here ray diagram you have to draw. Object placed between focal center and the focus. Next, so here section E. 37 to 39 are case-based, data-based questions with 2 to 3 short subparts. Internal choice is provided in one of these subparts. So 37th question they have asked. The table below shows the hints given by the quiz master in a quiz. Substance C is used as a preservative. C has two carbon atoms. C is obtained by the reaction of A in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate followed by acidification. Third one is says that misuse of A in industries is prevented by adding methanol, benzene, and pyridine to A. F is formed on heating. A in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. F reacts with hydrogen gas in presence of nickel and palladium catalyst. So based on the above hints, answer the following question. So give the IUPAC name of A and F. So A, that is ethanol, and F is ethan. And illustrate with an help of chemical equations the changes taking place. Or name the chemical reaction which occurs in step 2 and 5 and identify the compounds formed in these steps if A is replaced with its next homologue. So oxidation and addition or hydrogenation. So propanol and propane is formed. Next 38th figure you have to see. Then excited by this observation of different types of ear lobes present in his family, Rahul conducted a survey of the type of ear lobes found in his classmate. He found two types of ear lobes in his classmate as per the frequency given below. So male free 36 attached 14 and female 31 and attached 19. On the basis of the data, answer the following questions. Which of the two characteristics free ear lobe or attached in the case and why? So free ear lobe is dominant because it is found in a large majority of the population, and B in the is the inheritance of the free ear lobes linked with sex of the individual. No, it is not sex linked per the data of the family as well as the class. As the class, it indicates that free ear lobe is present in males as well as in females. See what type of ear lobes is present in father, mother, Rahul, and his sister Nisha. Write the genetic constitution of each of these family members, which explains the inheritance of this character in this family. So father FF free ear lobes, mother FF free ear lobes, Rahul attached ear lobe, and Nisha free ear lobes. Our question they have asked. Suresh parents have attached ear lobes. What type of ear lobe can be seen in Suresh as his sister and his sister Sia? Explain with genetic comp. So Suresh father attached earlobe, mother attached earlobe. So Suresh attached earlobe and sister also attached earlobe. If both parents have recessive character, then all the children can have recessive characters only. 39th question here they have asked. So Vinita and Ahmed demonstrate a circuit that operates the two headlights and the two side lights of a car in their school exhibition. Based on this circuit demonstrated circuit, answer the following question. First question state what happens when switch A is connected to position 2. So if it is connected to position 2, 12 ohms. So option so A 12 ohms only, and B position 3 4 ohm lamps only. Second question, find the potential difference across each lamp when lit. So 12 volt for both sets of lamps and all of them are in parallel. And third one A, so 12 ohm lamps on when the wire is connected to position 2 in each 4 ohm lamp when lit. So by using the formula V is equal to I by R, I is equal to V by R, that is equal to 12 by 12, that is equal to 1 ampere. So therefore I is equal to V by R, that is equal to 12 by 4, that is equal to 3 ampere. Next, our question, show with calculation which type of lamp 4 ohm and 12 ohm has the highest, or 12 ohm has the highest power. So for 4 ohm, P is equal to 12 into 12 by 4, or 3 equals to 336 volt. For 12 ohm, that is equal to P is equal to 12 into 12, that is equal to 12 volt. 12 into 12 by 12, that is equal to 12 volt. So hence 4 ohms lamp will have higher power. So 3 marks, 1 plus 2. So therefore here 4 marks they will be given if you answer any one question. So this was the question paper of Cbse class 10 science question paper, model question paper 2023 and 24 solution. So if this video is helpful to you, please give a like and also share my video with your friends. It will be helpful to them also. So okay friends, I'll see you in my next video. Then take care. Have a nice day. Bye my dear friends.